Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas.
Two 1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. On first down, they'll start out with Wright.
And he stopped immediately there.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Here's 2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll give this to Wright, running right.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
2nd and 15. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Boy, somehow, someone lost that running back downfield. He had acres of space, but this ball overthrown. And that's one you've got to be able to hit on.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
When you look at this defense,
now, they've been dreadful against the run. No getting around at number 32, dead last in the NFL.
They have tried all season long to fix all the things that they need to in the running game, and they have been successful so far. I'm wondering if this is a time to just sell out. Make sure you have 8 in the box every time and bring a 9th and sometimes even a 10th to try and stop them from running the ball.
Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Here's Ritter.
He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Brock Bowers,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
I know guys who design defenses, they try to prepare for everything, but you ignore the guy who plays tight end at your own peril.
Yeah, he's like having another wide receiver out there sometimes, right?
Exactly right, because they're such a matchup nightmare, and they're hybrid guys. Are they receivers? Are they big guys that block? How about the one we just saw there? Catch it and go. Run after catch all the way into the end zone.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And just shutting him off there.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Well, that's something that this defense is not going to be able to allow if they're going to have success here. They've got to be able to wrap up and get guys on the ground. They end up letting him get away, and it turns into a big play here early on. I can just see veteran observers of the game shaking their heads and talking about the dearth of tackling in the game today.
Tua's going to change things up.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, force the incompletion.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them. But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Ridder to throw it.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they were very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Back to throw, Ridder.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Brock Bowers. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Raiders are off to a 13-0 first-quarter lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
And the Raiders have got him. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Here's Tua.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 60 yards.
Right.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
And Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Looking to pass. Tua. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one.
Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
Now Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Dolphins are back within a score.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that third consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43.
Ritter off the play fake.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown,
Raiders. 43 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
2nd and 10.
In motion, Hill. Tua going to throw.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
They've got his man complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And his throw is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. Wright's got it. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Going to the air. Tagovailoa.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to take over here up near the 40.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Working from the gun, Ritter.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
That's complete to Dobbs.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
The Raiders at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they fell in the opener. Got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter.
To the right side, and he's got Moore complete.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Ritter now. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd have the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
After the turnover, it's Tua. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. 48 yards.
And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Looking to throw it here. Ridder.
Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Ridder will set up to throw it. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Ridder. They'll fire deep, looking for more.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Elijah Moore.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
From the gun, it's Tua. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Touchdown, Dolphins. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They will start this drive with Ford. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Ridder, he wants to change the play here.
First down, here's White. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Ridder back to throw. Open man down the field. It's Bowers.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Ritter from the gun. He's got the connection to Moore. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a
motion here. Here's Ritter. This is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 11 more on that one and another first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there.
And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Zamir White, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
This offensive line is struggling. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
What a game he's having. They've not been able to stop him or even slow him down. He's got 2 touchdowns already. That could have been a third. He's got the secondary coach asking people for answers. Can you help me out? Because we are not slowing him down.
A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Tua, the final shot before half. Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. Down the right sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Raider defense delivers a score. That bumps us up to a 3-possession game here, and only in the second quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the third quarter will start from the 30. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and putting the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Ridder to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Back to throw, Ridder.
That's caught inside the 20.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Brock Bowers.
His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year.
And the Raiders are able to stretch out their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Tua sets up to pass it. That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. He's going to let this one go deep.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Raiders are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And a quick shuffle pass here is complete.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
They'll set up to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The handoff to Ford up the middle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
3rd and 4. Now Ritter going to change up the look.
They're going to look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now back to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Romeo Doubs
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Raiders have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders are going to get the football back at their own 17.
They start the drive with White. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
They'll look to throw here.
That's into the hands of his tight end Bowers.
And all the way down to the 9.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
43 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Here's White.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Zamir White,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Raiders get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Tua. Dancing to his left.
Then he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit him.
And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with White. And room there to work it inside the 25.
92 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They stay on the ground with White. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Zamir White, a 23-yard run.
And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this taken in at the goal line. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not where they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
It's Tagovailoa from his own end zone. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now 2nd and 5. On play action, here's Tua. He'll buy some time right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Here's a toss right side with White. Able to slither by. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13. Down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
They'll go up the middle with White, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Zamir White, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Raiders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Zamir White, 52 yards. And the Raiders have got it on cruise control. So it's a high five for that one. His 5th rushing touchdown of the game as he draws ever nearer to potentially making a run at an NFL record.
Carlson on for the PAT.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now couldn't take the chance. This will be returned from the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point up and good by Sanders as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but They've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Ridder now.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. His throw incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. Guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Ridder will set up to throw it.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
On the ground, it's Ford. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Running out of the gun with White.
Boy, 194 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He completes it right side to White. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw. They're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the fourth quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Raiders, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll drop down to 1-3, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.